What is going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I have got a great guest on for you guys this morning, and we are going to have some fun. All right, so let's get right into it. If you guys are brand new to the community here, brand new to Legendary, then get plugged into our wake up calls each and every day. All right, you've got a number there that you can text. You can get plugged in. We've got people that are jumping on right now. Also, drop a comment. All right. Find the comment box down below. You guys are going to want to engage with this one. This is going to be a great show, just like every morning. Get into our challenge, get into our blueprints, fully immerse yourself in this experience, in this community, because it has the power. Will it? I don't know. For each one of you, it's going to be different. But this is a supportive, compassionate, empathetic, intelligent community that can help to move you forward, help to give you the foundation and the skills so you can create the business that you want, a business that you love, a business that you deserve. It can do that, but it's all depending upon you moving and fully immersing yourself in this experience, not just dipping your toe, not just, I'm going to do this and I'm also going to do that. And I'm going to allow myself to get distracted by that. Fully immersing yourself, fully committing to this process, even if it's challenging or uncomfortable at the beginning, until it becomes fun, until the results start pouring in. That's that discipline and commitment that's required. And I invite you to consider here at the beginning of your journey, whether you're starting or whether you're starting over, because sometimes we have to start over each and every day. That's okay, right? The most beautiful thing about the sun rising every day is that it's a new day. You get an opportunity to do things over again, to start over. And it is okay. Again, here we go. It's a shame-free, empathetic environment. Entrepreneurship is about challenges. It's about failing forward. So don't expect this process to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be pretty. So stop having an expectation that it's going to be pretty. Stop having expectations at all. Because most likely what's going to happen is, if you do have expectations and you give it your all, you're going to shortchange yourself. With that being said, let's bring in our guest. Dylon, what is up, my brother?
How's it going?
It's fantastic, my man. You can see I'm fired up this morning.
Oh, yeah, I am too, and I'm very excited.
Good, man. So you are calling in from where?
Alaska.
All right.
Alaska.
Wow. Are you a native there?
Yeah. I'm originally from a village a ways away from where I'm at now. Moved to the city part of Alaska about a year ago, or a little over a year ago now.
When you say village, okay, now I've never heard anybody that I interact with on a daily basis or know where they grew up a village. So just give us some brief context of what do you mean when you say village? What does that look like?
So what I grew up in, everyone is very, very close. There's only about, I believe, at the most 3,700 people in the town.
Okay.
And so we just I grew up knowing basically everyone in the town, like everyone. And then, yeah, so it's very close. Everyone knows each other. Not that many people.
Yeah. Okay, great. So that gives us a little context of what your upbringing was like. Big family, small family?
I have a big family, pretty big family. I have family from a little bit in Washington, a lot of family in Arizona.
Okay.
And then the other half of the family is in Nome, Alaska, which is the village. And that's where I grew up in. So yeah, I'm the fifth out of 7 kids, siblings. So yeah, I have a lot of brothers and sisters.
Okay, and you're how old?
I am 21. I actually turned 21 exactly a month ago. So
Okay.
yeah,
Did you have a safe 21st birthday?
yeah. With the whole COVID thing happening, there wasn't really anything going on, and
Okay.
middle of the
I
week,
got you.
so I decided to take that day as a lazy day.
All right. All right. All right. So that gives us a lot of context for our conversation. Thank you for sharing that and letting us know kind of who you are and where you came from. Again, those of you who are watching the show know this, or who have been kind of longtime viewers. I feel like a radio show host. Like, people should call in and say first time caller first. Anyways, I'll go back into, I'm not a radio show host. So this is the first time you and I have talked. Although you're a member, you're a student here, you're an affiliate here, you're getting results in your affiliate marketing business, and you chose the title for today's show, okay, which it reads, his dream of starting an online business has become a reality. So why don't you take us through, tell us your story of how this came to be, why at 20? I would assume you were 20 when you started to get involved online. Maybe you were younger. To give us the nutshell version of how you ended up on this show today, talking to me about digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and online business, Dylon.
Okay, so actually, it kind of my whole like idea of wanting to like do something for myself, like I am finally able to now, goes all the way back to when I was like in middle school. Um, I before I got into like also a big fitness guy, so before I got into that, like playing video games growing up was my way of like escaping the world type thing. So I had a friend who we agreed like we wanted to do something pretty cool. So then in middle school we decided to we not many know this, but we started a little like YouTube channel of just a little bit of gaming, and our views were to eventually be one of those big professional whatever guys, making money out of that. But with like high school coming up and everything at the time, we kind of just like that just went away somehow. Um, but then freshman year of high school is when I really knew that I wanted to like have some type of business. And actually at the time, ever since like throughout all of high school, and even after high school, I was known for that being that fitness guy and wanting to do personal training actually as something I wanted to do online and create that as a business and help everyone around the world. Um, so as soon as I hit high school, that was my main focus. I went to college for a year, decided college wasn't for me. It was tough on me. But the thing that is crazy is that I signed up for Legendary 2 years ago, as I was in college, and I went through the whole 15 days. I really, really enjoyed it. Um, then I told like my family about it, and I also want to say like my family are going to be watching this. I'm not going to be like, I'm not bad talking to anybody. This is just a story. This is how it happened. But I told my family about it, and they're kind of like old school about things. Like it's hard to believe that you can make an income online. And it was one of those too good to be true things that people talk about to them. And so as my whole mindset was completely different 2 years ago. So it just really demotivated me and made me think that like, okay, like I don't think I can do this then. So I basically gave up on it after a week. And then, so I went on like doing whatever for the like next 2 years, going from job to job. I really have mainly worked at gyms and stuff. And the thing that actually got me back into it was I saw this person that I went to high school with. He posted on one of his social medias showing that he was making like an income online, and I saw it was with Legendary, and I was like, this is crazy. No way. Like, I started this 2 years ago. I don't even know where I would have been by now if I just stuck with it. And so I was like, okay, like I'm going like all in on it this time. Like, there's someone I know that is doing it and is doing pretty good with it. And I really like the company. And so I just went all in. And now like my whole focus is helping like as many people as I can financially, because like before I was making an income with this, I was really, really broke with the whole COVID stuff happening. And
Right.
yeah, so that's basically it, and how
Okay.
like the whole mindset of self-employment and stuff got to me.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can see from your account that you're doing well, man. I mean, obviously this is affiliate work that you're doing with us, and you may have other affiliate streams. That's fine, and I can't obviously track those because I can't see those companies. But we won't get into specific numbers just because I'm very careful with setting certain precedents, both from a legal perspective, but also an ethical perspective of, hey, just because Dylon here is crushing it and taking lots of action and getting results doesn't mean that everybody will. You guys could get more results, less results. You know how it is, but I wanted to just check. And you are getting results. You are, you're considering this now your full-time career path, digital marketing. And obviously what we teach is we're not looking for people to be promoting or selling Legendary Marketer. That's not the game here. The game here is to teach you guys transferable skills so you can pick a niche and you can promote products from that niche, whether that's the online education, make money, whether that's the health and fitness, whether that's a parenting, whether that's relationships. There's so many different hot niches that you can find products and partner with those companies and then promote them through channels like YouTube, Facebook ads, so forth. And this is just a general, we all have people in our lives that don't quite understand the business models that are available as a result of the internet, Dylon. We all do. I do as well. And at a certain point, I stopped explaining it to family and friends. I love dearly my family and friends, but my career path is different. I don't ask them to explain every little detail of what they do to me. Now, sure, they oftentimes wonder, geez, I didn't realize there was so much opportunity there. And some of them wish that they would have been more interested in the beginning than they were, right? When I was when I was so excited and trying to talk to them, and they were like, "Oh, get away from me, get a real job." But so, I mean, even though we're not an accredited university, what we're doing, and a lot of companies are picking up on this, like Google, Dylon. Google's putting out education that's going to soon compete with universities. I believe the education process and system that we have in many ways is somewhat dysfunctional and underserving. And I think because of the internet, so many people are, particularly because of COVID, we've seen a huge uptick of people coming into our education because people are home and they're second guessing what their career path. They're second guessing, do I want to go sit in an office? Is that not only does that fulfill my dreams, but is it safe? So interesting, hilarious that you saw your friend. Have you talked to him since then? Have you guys connected?
I haven't, but I actually like thought about doing that here really soon just to see how he's doing and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and I think how has your network, your sphere of influence, who you listen to, whether directly or indirectly, in terms of who you're learning from, how has that evolved since you've made more of a commitment to saying, okay, these are the skills, and I want to learn about this business. I want to learn. I want to develop these skills. How has your network? You say you're a completely different person today than you were 2 years ago. I think I heard you say that. Can you say more about that? How are you? Why are you?
Yeah, so 2 years ago, I just turned 19 when I joined. So I'd say I was pretty like naive, and at that time, like, this should not be the mindset you should go into it as, but at the time, I saw it as like the whole make money quick, and that was the other thing that played into me getting demotivated. Um, so that is like not the mindset I have now. And I watch things like motivational videos, and like Gary Vee. He's one of like my favorite guys that I watch for that inspiration and stuff. So um, I definitely feel as if my determination and drive for like this is so much more stronger, and especially after even when I started up with it again and did the whole 15 days, um, my whole mindset gradually changed to helping others and
Uh-huh.
focusing on that. And as soon as my whole mindset changed to just wanted to help others because I know how it feels to like be financially stressed. I started seeing some results, and been able to have it's like the best thing to have all these people like contact me and like say thank you. Um, and yeah, so my whole mindset is more positive. I guess basically is what I could say compared to what it used to be.
I also hear that your expectations are more realistic.
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
that accurate? You've adjusted your expectations to look at this like what a true craft and career is, which is a long-term journey versus something that, regardless of your dedication, regardless of your skill sets, you're just going to somehow log in somewhere and money's going to start spitting out from your computer, which we all, if anybody ever invents that, that'd be cool. But I don't see that. The only place that happens is in the United States Treasury. They've got big, large printers, and see, that's a federal crime to go in there and remove one of those printers from that building. So, so adjusting our expectations in terms of like what it's going to take, how long it's going to take, and then also being compassionate with ourselves, Dylan, to say, hey, look, I need to not compare my insides to other people's outsides. I need to really be careful with my self-esteem, which is an important and delicate thing. And it's one of the most important, and I believe it's the foundation and bedrock for our success. Because if I'm constantly scrolling social media, looking at what other people are doing, having no idea how they feel or what they've been through, and I'm comparing my current situation to theirs, I'm setting myself up for disappointment. So I need to be real focused on my path. I need to be real focused on my actions. I need to be real focused on my feelings, and I need to make sure that I'm setting proper expectations, because if I don't, anybody could get frustrated, Dylan. It's not just you. Anybody could quit. It's not just you. There's nothing wrong with you, dude. It's our perspective, and it's as simple as I like to boil it down to an analogy of just glasses. I'm going to take off these glasses, which are the kind of get rich quick, quick solution, quick fix, external, right? It's something outside of me that's going to make me successful. And I need to put on a I need to frame how I view my business and myself differently with a new set of glasses. And I need to realize that it's not anything external that's going to make me successful. It's me. It's my skill sets that I develop. It's my copywriting skills. It's my communication skills. It's how I am on video and how I improve my presence. It's how I develop my ability to persevere through challenges. It's me. And so when I take total responsibility for that success and I adjust those expectations to allow time to be successful, anything is possible. And then all of a sudden I start achieving my goals a lot faster than what I even thought that I could, because now all of a sudden I've said, okay, this is what I'm going to achieve over the next year. And every year on New Year's Eve, my wife and I have kids. We don't drink or anything like that. So we're not out partying, and we sit down and we make goals for the following year or the next year. And then we go over our goals for the previous year. And right. So it's a big, I'm looking at it from a year to year basis instead of from like a week to week in that desperate mindset of like, oh, I have to, if this does, I want to give this 5 days. It's like, what did you ever accomplish in 5 days? Did you grow muscle in 5 days? It takes me 5 days sometimes to get ready to go to the gym. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just to get psyched up. What's coming up for you as I'm talking about this?
So that's exactly like the things I talk about. So I have been doing TikTok this whole entire time, which has helped me a lot. And in those videos, a lot of the time I tell everyone, and even I'll do like some personal emails too for the people that sign up and stuff and send those out. And what I basically tell everyone is like, one of the most important things that you have to do is like, stay patient. It won't come quick if you have that mindset of getting rich quick. This isn't what that is. It's not guaranteed for everyone, but if you stay patient and dedicated, persistent, and don't let anyone or anything demotivate you, you will have those like low days. I know I have, where you could make just $2 in a day. Don't let that demotivate you. Just keep going, stick with it, and you will be really thankful for like just sticking with it. And I know I am, and so that's really what I tell everyone, and is pretty much what you just said.
Well, what about those days where you lose $2? What about those days where you lose 20? What about those days when you lose 200? What about those days when you lose 2,000? Right? And oftentimes that's, it's hard to do in this business. Unlike the stock market, for example, where you could quickly lose money, because here we're always building our list, so if I spend money on advertising and I don't make a sale that day, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to make a sale in the future from the people that I had opt into my list that I'm going to continue to give value to, and who may not become customers that day, but may become customers tomorrow or next week. So, but it can feel oftentimes like I lost, like I had a big loss any day. Like say I post a piece of content and it gets no reaction, or say that somebody says something really critical that hits me, and it really, whether it be somebody, usually it's somebody who is important to me, says something and I don't feel supported. Those things can feel like a big loss, and it's those, and I'm sharing this with you, Dylon, and also anybody who's watching, but you as a young entrepreneur, your ability to persevere through these challenges is everything. You learn that first time when you had unrealistic expectations, got frustrated, and then got distracted, and then moved on to the next thing. You learn that was a valuable experience as long as you learn from it. And I see some other people in here, and I always see these comments like, hey, I'm a newbie. I've done that. Like, we talk ourselves down as if these experiences are not valuable, right? Like we failed in the past because it didn't work out the first time. But that's not a failure. That's a valuable lesson. And it's all about, what did I take away from that experience? So how would you, in your words, as we bring this conversation in for a landing, like, how, if you share more advice and more experience from what you've learned from how you approached it the first time to how you're approaching it now?
So I kind of wanted to add on to like what you were saying, because like I do agree, like definitely learn from like those losses, those little setbacks that you view. That's what I've been like learning recently too. And so like with the haters, for example, I've been having a couple of those now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and like if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong. So like that's how I'm viewing it. And I had this really funny one the other day, comment, and he was basically saying like you charge people like $7 and you're only making $2 to $5 back. Like, you call that helping? And I started having fun with that the other morning, and I just made a reply video. I was like, "Yep, you're right. Like, that's basically what I do." But I do believe that I am helping others, because like I could easily be selling products that are gonna get me over like $100 or more on the initial sale, but instead I am like picking a product that's only like $7 and only getting $2 back. Like, I think it's worth it. I think that's helping people to get a ton of value. Like, so yes, I do believe I'm helping others. And like, remember, it's only $2. So like, it's okay. I like this. So definitely learn from like these, take them as learning opportunities for sure. That's what I view it as. And you can even have some fun like I did the other day with these guys. And I even told them, I was like, hey, like, thanks for helping me out with content for the day. I mean, this is great. Thanks for helping me out, man. So yeah, that was fun.
If you're not having fun, what are we doing this for, Dylan? I don't know, man. I mean, I see a lot of people who, they end up making so much money through whatever they're doing. They leave their kids, hundreds of millions of dollars. Their kids, I was watching a documentary last night about a billionaire in India who left his son, and it was like a burden, man. It was like a burden. He left his son hundreds of millions of dollars, and he died at a young age. And it's like, and it was all so serious. And and I'm not saying we shouldn't leave our kids, things. I'm not saying I don't believe in generational wealth, all that kind of stuff, but I'm just saying, man, I would much rather make a good living and have a lot of fun and help a lot of people. And in every single night that I laid my head down on my pillow, feel like I did good in the world, in the community, like I made a contribution, and to me, man, I mean, whether that enables me to, get so rich that I leave my kids hundreds of millions of dollars. I mean, I haven't done too shabby over the past 10 years, but I would much rather, man, I would much rather make 6 figures and have a ton of fun. You know what I mean? Like love what I do, than be so miserable because I'm not achieving, billionaire status. Like, you can have as big of goals as you want, but my point is this, it is fun. And I think what you're talking about is such an important piece. And I think it's a great place to put a flag in this, and then we'll talk more on another show. Dude, you guys, give yourself permission to have fun with this. I love that you said that. give yourself permission to have fun with this. Give yourself permission to use people's content or use people's critical comments as fuel and new content. Be more flexible versus rigid. I used to have a mentor in my life who said being rigid creates like rust, like it breaks, it's brittle, right? Whereas when you're flexible, like a rubber band lasts a long time, man. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like it lasts a long time. Like you really got to dry it out for it not to work anymore. You got to like wash it and dry it out, and then it's like it's cracking, but it's holding on. Like this watch strap. This watch strap is just, I bet that thing will last forever. It's flexible. You know what I mean? It's flexible. It's the ability to roll with the punches. So I want to tell you, keep having fun. Congratulations on persevering through everything that you have. And also, even though your family, it's not that they don't support you, just may not understand exactly what you're doing, but being gracious about that. I notice that. Being gracious, being humble, being respectful. I appreciate that, brother, because you know what? You're further along in the journey than I was at the beginning. I didn't understand. I was trying to convince everybody and frustrated, and so you're being gracious. You're on your way to being a professional marketer, a professional entrepreneur, the CEO of your life and business. And I see wonderful, legendary things in your future, my brother. I'm so glad we had a chance to talk. Any final words that you want to say to all the people that are watching now and the people that are watching the future, this replay?
Yeah. So like I said, patience is really key, and the whole motivation thing, like not letting anyone demotivate you no matter what anyone says. And then enjoy the process. That's one of the things that I've learned is like just enjoying the process and seeing things like evolve, I guess. So yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, we all have this drive to want to grow, and I can see that shining bright with you, man. So keep that lot. Keep it's like a plant. We need to keep getting light and water, and so wherever you got to find that motivation, we're thrilled to have you a part of our community. But keep feeding that spirit so it continues to grow, and we'll continue to provide you a platform to share your success and share your story. All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Awesome. Definitely.
All right. See you, Dylon.
See ya.
All right, my friends, that's it. This is Dave Sharpe. I want to thank Dylon once again. Thank you guys all for commenting and watching. It's so appreciated, the interaction and the feedback. It's supportive both to the guests who come on, but it's also a great way to show others that there's a community of people here who are supportive of your dreams and your goals and your mission here and why you're here in the first place, which I know is different for everybody. But overall, it's because we want to experience prosperity in both our personal lives and our business lives. We want to be fulfilled, and we want to figure out ways to increase our earning capabilities. There's nothing wrong with that. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for interacting and engaging so much. These guests, as I've said before, come on. They're not paid. They're not prepped. They're just right. We just notice them that they're getting results or making moves, and we say, "Do you want to come on the show?" And so they take their time to come on. Some of them are, have never even gone on a live before, right? So it's just. This is a beautiful thing, and I'm honored to be able to facilitate so many of these calls for you guys. If you don't know me, my name's Dave Sharpe. I'm the CEO of Legendary, but I'm also just another marketer, just somebody else who's in the trenches, just like you, who came from the same place that you guys did, which is walking right through the front door, right? Came right through the front door of this business and entrepreneurship. Went through the same challenges. I get it. I understand it. And I'm going to continue to make a commitment to bring these sort of conversations every day because I believe they help, and I wish that I had them when I started. So with that being said, we'll see you back here Monday, for Wake Up Legendary. Have a great weekend. Be legendary yourself. Bye-bye.